Hi YouTube! It is me, your favorite cute zoo panda, Panya! And today we are going to react to What Kind of Bear is Truly Best by TierZoo. Now I have to watch this because I am a bear. And we all know the answer to this question already. The best bear, the truly best, is me, the individual, okay? It's not even just pandas, no. It is me specifically. It is me and only me. I am the truly best, okay? I am S tier. I may not be the SSR rare one, but because I mean there are quite a lot of pandas out there, but I am the S rank one, okay? Do not disagree with me on this one. It is facts, okay? This is not an opinion, this is a fact. By the way, did you guys know that here says TierZoo, right? Tier is the German word for animal. So it's saying animal zoo. That's a channel name. I don't even know why they have a German name. That's so cool. I actually really enjoy that. And it's also kind of funny because it's the bear tier list, but like tier is an animal or it's in tier list, you know? That's kind of funny. I like it. It's silly. But yeah, go check out the channel TierZoo. And without further ado, let's get started!
Question. What kind of bear is best?
Every so often, the metagame of Outside breaks into the
Panda. Me specifically. Yeah, I feel like that was it for this video because I already answered the question. It is the truth, okay? It is me and only me. Do not disagree with me!
Famous examples include the Choose 2 puzzle, or the horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses meme. But perhaps the most famous example is the simple question posed by Jim Halpert in Season 3, Episode 21 of The Office, where he asks what kind of bear is best. But before we answer—
Idiot. I bet he asked that because he has none of my existence yet. And really, I feel very saddened with that, and I really pity him for that, because let's be honest, to not know of my existence, that must be really, really hard. I'm so sorry. I should have streamed a long time ago. It is all my fault that he didn't know about my existence. I will take full responsibility for this. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I kept myself from him, and that is really cruel on my part. We have to be honest about that, you know? I really have to make an apology video for that probably in the future, because that's just awful, horrible. How could I? Anyway.
Take a step back and hear how Dwight responds.
There are basically two schools of thought.
He doesn't get to finish his sentence before he gets cut off, but he's right. There are two schools of thought, those being the generalist approach and the specialist approach. So which school of thought is better when trying to optimize a bear build? I think the best way to answer that is to outline each approach's most relevant
Me, I'm the blue one. I'm S rank.
and rank each of them on a tier list. So without further ado, let's get into it. Perhaps one of the most famous examples of a specialist bear is the panda.
Yeah.
I don't think many players would dispute that pandas are easily one of the worst builds in the current meta. What they will dispute is why. A lot of players think that pandas are garbage because they have an extremely
Rude? What do you mean I'm garbage? Excuse me?
low respawn rate. But pandas actually give birth just as often as other bears. Yes, it's rare, but that hasn't stopped the higher tier bears. What's really holding these bears back is their absolute dependence on bamboo. Of all the specialized bears, pandas are by far the most over-specialized. The combination of stats and
Over-specialized, did you hear that? I feel like that's a compliment. You know how like all the time people look for like specialists, talents, you know, people who really specialize in a specific field? I could make so much money because I am a specialized bear, okay? Like that is S rank, easy.
abilities they've got have made it so even if they decided to stop being strict herbivores and pursue a more generalist approach, they can't really do it without a massive respec. They've got the bite force comparable to lions and tigers.
See, I'm awesome. I am strong.
But with mobility and stealth as low as theirs, there's no—
Wait a second. Why is my mobility? I mean, to be fair, the only times I practice my mobility is when I walk to the fridge and back to my bed. That is a fair point, okay? That is a very fair point. I am quite lazy. And my stealth is probably— Actually, my stealth isn't that bad. I feel like there are over exaggerating? I mean, I never practice it, but like, I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
Way they'd ever be able to make use of it against another player. Pandas use most of their evolution points on their special ability Pseudo-Thumb, a bony-like appendage that allows them to better hold on to bamboo. The rest of their evolution...
I have a thumb, people. I have a thumb. An animal with a thumb. Basically, invincible.
Points, I assume, were spent on their ridiculous palette swap. This is the only bear I could even consider being below average. We have to jump all the way up to C tier before we get to the next lowest bear.
Wait. Excuse me. Did you just put me in F tier? Hello? That is just rude. What the f? You put me in there like a discount NPC kind of thing. Excuse me. No. You know why you put me in F tier? Because you're nothing but a coward who reeks of fear, okay? I can smell it. You fear me. F stands for fear, okay? Simple as that. F, fear. You fear me. Yeah. You know, you're literally like a freaking human, okay? That is a pathetic creature with just like delusions of significance, okay? That is you as a human, not me as a panda bear. Excuse me. And let's be honest, okay? You're nothing but a base-born fool to put me in a freaking F rank. You little mouth breather, okay? No fucking way that I am an F tier. I am S tier. Easy. You are simply wrong, okay? Yeah, suck at that. Ha! I need to chill.
C tier before we get to the next lowest bear. Next on the tier list we have the sloth bear and the sun bear. These bears use another specialist type build, this time focusing on insects.
Wait a second. You put Panda on F tier, but the freaking lazy bear you put on C tier. You little shit!
Now, sloth bears and sun bears are miles ahead of the panda in viability. Insects, especially beehives, are a great source of XP, assuming you can tank the damage from the stings.
Oh, Jesus.
Not only that, but unlike bamboo, insects are pretty much everywhere, so habitat loss due to a human builder player doesn't pose as big a problem to them as it does for pandas. What keeps them down is that although they're great at tearing into well-fortified ant and bee bases, they're actually not very good at defending themselves. They have losing matchups against every other key player in their region, including pythons, leopards, dholes, and tigers. And for that, I have to place them in C tier.
How are they higher than me? I cannot understand. That makes no freaking sense. A freaking sloth bear that loses a fight against everybody, okay? I don't lose a fight. I just won the freaking cursing fight or whatever, okay? I just won the verbal fight against you, okay? Me and my potty mouth, we won against you. And the sloth bear could never, because they can't speak. I can speak, okay? Yeah. Until proven otherwise. Yeah. And don't link any sloth bear VTubers here, because then you would be proving your point. That would be really mean of you to do, okay? Shame on you if you would do that. Shame. I won this fight and the sloth bear could never. And therefore, I deserve to be in S tier and the sloth bear deserves to be in F tier. Yeah.
The highest ranking specialist type bear on our list is the polar bear. The polar bear is one of the biggest land predators in the entire game, but despite their ridiculously high power stat, they have pretty bad matchups against the other popular Arctic classes. I've actually done an entire video on the Arctic meta, which you can watch here, but the long and short of it is that their immense strength doesn't really come in handy that much, since their best strategy to score limbs on seals is to catch them off guard when they come up to recharge their stamina gauge. They don't have the mobility to chase seals down in the water, nor do they have the strength to defeat walruses on land.
Skill issue!
So in my opinion, there's far too much luck involved in the polar bear gameplay to rate them any higher than B tier. So that's all of the specialist bears, now we're on to the generalist bears. Generalist builds, if done right, will pretty much always outclass their specialized counterparts, since they're much more prepared to cope with the rapid shifts of the meta. Like, for example, if human players need materials to build their forts, or if the ice starts to melt. In addition, these next builds differ from the others because they've got the bear's signature move, Hibernate. Hibernation is key to the success of the bear players, because it'll—
Okay, listen. I can also sleep for months, okay? Try me. Try me! If I wanted to, if I were that lazy to hibernate, I could, okay? I could sleep for a few months straight. I could first eat everything in my freaking fridge, fatten up, and then, I mean, there's only bamboo in there, but I could eat all of the bamboo in there, and then I get so fat that I can sleep for 6 months. Try me. I bet I could do that easy. But you know what the difference is? I'm not a lazy bear, okay? I'm also not a bear that just sleeps, okay? I am a bear who actually has a job, and I do not have discipline. I do not have motivation. I was gonna add something, but I feel like actually, you know what? There may not be that much I can add. Oopsie.
Them to completely skip the time of year that they're least suited to. Now, this does incur some difficulty on the player, since if they fail to collect enough loot to get them through the winter, hibernation will actually drain their HP and possibly even lead to a game over. But if the bear's abilities are used correctly, this shouldn't be too big an issue. The first of the generalist bears on our list is the brown bear. Brown bears have one of the highest power stats in the game, with their sheer force being outclassed only by bull, cattle, and elephant builds. They've also got fairly high mobility, although it can't quite match that of the wolves or elk that they share a server with. But both of these stats are put to good use because of the animal's high intelligence, one of the highest among solitary builds.
I'm also okay. I'm smart, right? No, nobody disagree with me in the comments, please. I have an image, okay? I'm not that stupid, and I feel like I'm more smart than that bear, okay? I am smartest bear.
This lets bears use their strength to successfully raid the treasure chests that human settlements control. Now, unlike its more specialized counterparts, it doesn't have the same venom resistances that would allow the sun bear and sloth bear to easily take out you social insect players, so it's certainly not invincible by any stretch. But it can make up for these inconsistencies by doing what it does best: griefing salmon mains. The salmon questline's final objective is to return to their spawn point, and unfortunately this exploit is pretty common knowledge among the bear subreddits and whatnot. Brown bears have almost as good a matchup against fish as ospreys do. It's really unfair, honestly. There are a few varieties of brown bear, of which the grizzly is actually the weakest, sitting at the high end of A tier. The strongest variety of brown bear, the Kodiak bear, can just barely sneak its way into S tier, along with the last bear on our list, the black bear. Black bears are true champions of adaptability. When the Anthropocene patch dropped, every other North American bear actually quit the server, including one of the Ice Age meta's top tiers, the cave bear. Cave bears and the floor—
Was that really bad CGI just now? Damn, that looked like shit. But also a little bit funny.
Or the spectacled bear were both specialists that were unable to adapt to the new meta, but the black bear player base has flourished. This is thanks to having slightly scaled back versions of all the brown bear's abilities, plus extremely high arboreal mobility. This allows them to get access to valuable loot sources such as—
Okay, I gotta be honest, I could not do that. How is he just zooming up that tree like it's nothing? What kind of stats does this bear have? Huh? I feel like I am making it up though in like other regions, you know? Like, I'm sure that I have like more intelligence and like I'm specialized, you know? And this guy is not specialized, but I am. And he can maybe like run up trees really fast to get food. But you know what I can do? I can go to a grocery store and pay with my own money. And now who's better suited for this world, huh? Him or me? I would say it's me. Yeah, I am S tier. He's not. He could be like A tier though, with that speed. I'm a little scared, not gonna lie.
Tree nuts, beehives, and birds' nests. So yeah, Jim is kinda right when he says the classic line,
False. Black bear.
Alright, thank you for the video, but let's look at the thingy again. Okay, so this is the bear tier list that he decided on. What? No, this is completely wrong, okay? So let me tell you. Panda bears do not belong in F tier, okay? Panya, do not get another crash out. This is YouTube after all. You should chill a little bit. Yeah, but I disagree with this on a very high level. So first of all, how can a sloth bear be better than a panda bear? Absolutely not. No, this is wrong. Then we have a polar bear, which I understand that he's like better, okay, B for better. That checks out. However, skill issue. So I don't know if a B tier would actually fit, right? Because if you have skill issue, come on, what are you? Are you really a better player? You know? A polar bear is simply like a better version bear, okay? There you go. Forever better version. Then we have all the brown bears, okay? Brown bears in A and an S tier. You know what? I feel like all of them belong in A tier. I understand that like a grizzly, okay, could be in... Also not an S tier, let's be honest. I'm better than them. It's that simple. Grizzly bears and like black bears and every kind of black, dark brown bear, whatever, they do not belong in S tier, okay? And I will show you proof now. Because have you guys heard about the bear crisis in Akita in Japan right now? It is so... Okay, I was gonna say it's so funny, but it is also very dangerous, so I do want to put it there. Bears are dangerous. We are all very ferocious and stupid, and sadly we have much more power than a human being. Sharp, what is the things called? Sharp claws. We have claws, we have teeth, we have weight. We are fluffy and cute, but also dangerous. But here's the thing. I don't know if you've watched this, so I'm gonna show you this because it's really funny, and that will prove to you that black bears do not belong in S tier. They are stupid as okay? They are dangerous, but they're also really stupid. So, this is like a news video from Japan, and it's so funny. I mean, I'm gonna play it in a second, but look at this. Look at this idiot of a bear. That's idiot, okay? You are bringing disgrace to the entire bear franchise, okay? Look at this, guys. Okay, look at this. What is this? What is he doing? Like, how dumb of a bear is that? Just climbing up there. It's so ridiculous. Why is he even in there, you know? So dumb. So stupid. You cannot tell me that that is an S-class bear, okay? No fucking way. And look at this one. This one is really funny. Do you see this door? Yeah. How do you think that happened? There we go. So dumb. This is one of those bears. He wants to go inside. So what does he do? He knocks on the door in the middle of the night. Nobody lets him in. So he just runs through the freaking glass. It's so stupid. Oh my goodness. Look at that. What an idiot. It's just completely destroyed. Like, imagine that. It completely destroyed the freaking glass door, but didn't even go through, you know? Huh? Like, did you want to go inside or what? Like, make up your mind before you destroy stuff. And that is very clearly not S tier, okay? So I believe, when we look at this, destroying doors unnecessarily, running into glass, and climbing nets inside of buildings for no freaking reason, that is not S-class behavior. I'm sorry. That is not S-class behavior. You know what S-class behavior is? It's my kind of behavior. I ring the doorbell. I open the door. Also, I don't unnecessarily climb random things inside of buildings. I feel like, you know. And therefore, me as the representative of all pandas out there, I am 100% sure that pandas should be on S rank, okay? And I have proven that to you. That grizzly bears, black bears, I don't care. I don't even know what kind of bears exactly that are in Japan. I'm pretty sure they're black bears. They do not belong in S tier, okay? No. Too dumb. Interestingly though, by the way, in Japan currently, because of this whole issue in Akita with the bears, I kid you not, the military is taking care of it right now because it got so out of hand. It's absolutely crazy. And I think the reason for it, because I need to explain this to you a little bit, I think the reason, if I understood it correctly, because the whole thing is in Japanese, so I may be wrong, but as far as I understood, the problem is that because of the humans, there aren't enough wolves anymore in that area. And because wolves aren't there anymore, the bears were able to, I guess, like spread out more and just generally multiply a lot more than usual. they had more food resources, they had more space, etc., right? And then they decided that, you know, human buildings seem kind of cool. And then they invaded like the space where all the humans were at as well. And that led to this issue. If I understood it correctly, my Japanese isn't the best. I'm trying, you know, but I thought it's really interesting. Japanese news in general, I really recommend it. They have some really cool stories there sometimes. Right now, the Akita bear situation, which is ridiculous. Just like sending the military to get rid of some bears in Akita is so awesome, man. I kind of love it. By the way, I am very sorry for everybody who did get attacked, hurt, or there are apparently even some people who died, which is horrifying and very scary. It is, at the end of the day, a human-made issue, to be honest, but nonetheless, it is a terrible situation, and I'm very sorry for everybody who, you know, is in that situation. I really, truly am. But at the same time, the footage is really funny. It's really funny, not gonna lie. And I think that panda bears are better off, okay? And I tell you another reason why I think so. Okay, and that reason is very freaking important because, okay, manipulating human beings by being cute AF to the point where human beings are taking care of you and protecting you, and to the point where human beings are like, oh my god, no, the panda bears, they're going extinct. We need to help them multiply and feel safe in their environment and have a great life. And, you know, we gotta protect them. That, people, is peak manipulation. And manipulation is actually a good weapon, okay? It means that panda bears are actually extraordinarily smart. We just act dumb. We eat the bamboo. We look very helpless and cute and a little funny and a little bit silly and quirky. And then all the human beings are like, ah, that is so adorable. And then we manipulated them into being our pets. Yeah, you cannot say that to everybody, okay? You have to keep this a secret, because if this knowledge comes out, we may have a problem, right? Because people, humans, have to continue believing this in order for this to work. So please don't spread the news. This is then like strictly between you and me, okay? I'm telling you the secrets, right? Because I trust you that you ain't gonna tell that to the zookeepers. Good. We have an understanding here, right? Good. But yeah, I believe that really puts Panda top tier as rank. And I understand if you would say, okay, you know what? Panda bears, are they really S tier? They're more like A rank. And you know what? That is okay. If you would put pandas on A rank, I can live with that. Because let's be honest, me, on a personal scale, the individual zoo panda called Milaya Panya, S tier. And if all my other peers are just A tier, you know what? That's fair. I am superior after all. So I belong in S tier for sure. But if you want to put the other pandas on A tier, I could actually live with that. That is fine. Even though I do a little bit disagree, I feel like my peers are all S tier. As for S tier manipulation, S tier tactics, and the sloth one belongs on F tier. Yeah. Everybody else, B, C, and D tier maybe, but not S tier. Unbelievable. I disagree. So yeah, that is it for this video actually. Go check out the TierZoo and subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment for them if you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoyed this video in particular that we're watching right now, and maybe perhaps even me, the S tier panda bear, Milaya Panya, then also leave some love over here. Thank you very much. I would actually love to hear what you believe the ranking should be with bears. Your personal opinion. I mean, we all know that your personal opinion is that panda bears are S tier, but I would like to know how you would divide A to F tier with all the other bears, you know? I mean, S tier already is full with the panda bears anyway. The rest of the bears, yeah, put down in the comments what you think. I'm looking forward to hearing that. And that will be it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye bye!